There's a massive problem at the Emirates, if I'm completely honest with you, which nobody wants to talk about. That's a bit of a lie. It's a job for Mikel Arteta to address immediately. When you look at big chances, a club like us should never be 15th. We're not creating enough. Best attacks, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Villa does not feature Arsenal Football Club. We're the Gunners. Expected goals, look at where we are on the graphic ahead of you lot people. Our top goal scorers are Trossard, Saka, and Eddie Nketiah. Two of those three are bit part players currently. Arsenal games have seen the least amounts of chance creation, as you lot can see, people. Goals, we're fifth with 26, which isn't the worst, but we can go up the gears. Now, people, what you see on screen, I don't know if the screenshot is too clear. It might not make sense, but it's vital for what we're about to discuss that you understand what we're talking about. So first thing, if you don't know what a set play is, it's chances occurring as a result of a corner, direct free kick, indirect free kick, or throw-in. SP total is the proportion of a team's total XG, expected goals, that results from set plays. Expected goals measures the quality of a shot based on several variables such as assist type, shot angle, distance from the goal, whether it was a headed shot, etc., etc. So, that's a quick run through, innit? So just bear that all in mind for what we're now. For goals for, we rank third, people. Our expected goal ratio stands at 0.21. Obviously, Manchester City and Liverpool are ahead of us, which shows they're more clinical. When you look at shots, I believe we've made 118 shots. That is dwarfed by Manchester City and Liverpool. So it pays to shoot more. Now, obviously, naturally, with Mo Salah at Liverpool and their quality and the, Haaland at Manchester City compared to what we have, naturally, we are going to be behind really in that regards, people. The key focus is just Arsenal at this moment in time. Goals against, obviously, we also rank third, which shows you that, maybe potentially because we've improved in the middle third and the defensive third, maybe that's come at a cost in ultimately what wins games, and that's making the difference in the final third, people, which I don't know where you lot are at with that. When you look at team sequences, City are well ahead, people. And as you can see in the bottom right corner, slow and intricate. Us and Brighton, Arsenal, if you don't know what us is, and Brighton are closely behind that. So that shows you maybe our more patient build up our team play and stuff, and things that we've come to like under Mikel Arteta potentially has come at a cost that really, being a bit more direct. I don't think we have that facet to consistently go direct. Of course, we flirted with it at times. You've seen us go long with Raya being introduced, and obviously the new height collectively in the last 18 months in the team, and now Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. That's one thing Havertz has brought. So maybe that's something to consider, people. And when you look at sequences, people, we are still third, which again, people, tells you that there's still a lot more to do. We're having more pass sequences than Liverpool and stuff like that, but ultimately we're not making the difference. And as you can see, in terms of directness, Liverpool are well ahead in 31, but again, City have more collective quality. So again, you can't just read too much into statistics, but for me, it shows us that there's more to this than just simply signing a striker. And then obviously, people, with everything we've discussed, there's only one man that can fix this, Mikel Arteta. Now, he's not an idiot. He's a good manager. He knows there's an issue. And I'm sure he's at the whiteboard during the international break trying to address this. I don't know why we find ourselves in this situation, but it just tells me there's many gears our football club could go up in both ends of the pitch, people. Again, if we were to sign Vlahovic, Ivan Toney, or, any strikers you lot are linked with, or Arsenal are linked with, or that we'd like to see at the club, Osimhen, is it as white and black as we sign a striker and we're immediately better? Or is there something that keeps us up at night, that fills us with anxiety, something that's deeper to the surface? And I honestly believe it's chance creation. I think because we've improved so much in the middle third and the defensive third, it's come at a cost in the final third. Maybe we've become a bit predictable, people. I guess us Arsenal fans and Mikel Arteta, we need to search for solutions immediately, and I hope it will be addressed, because goals win games. This shouldn't be an issue at the Emirates. Now, people, big up to you lot for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts. I know the creative juices are flowing. Me personally, I don't know really, and I'm happy that it's not my job to figure out. It's Mikel Arteta's. We've got the Gunners on our crest. I pointed at the wrong side, but we got the cannon on our crest. We're the Gunners. Goals shouldn't be a problem for any football club in an ideal world, because ultimately that's the most important factor in football. That's what wins games, wins you titles, wins you trophies, keeps you in divisions, keeps managers in their jobs, essentially. I think there's a bunch of reasons. I think, teams have kind of, I don't mean this in a bad way, kind of sussed us out. Honestly, naturally, that's what teams are going to do. If you know Arsenal's strong points or any teams, you're going to try and nullify that. And you probably saw that I would say towards the end of last year, second half of the season, in that you know what Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko brought. You know, if you kind of mark Jesus out the game, you do what needs to be done where Zinchenko is concerned with the false left back. You know, you double up on Bukayo Saka, you kind of stifle us. So naturally, that's going to be a thing. Maybe we're a bit too predictable, we're a bit too scripted. It's too much of a result of the training ground, and there's not that healthy bit of randomness. And, you know, we've still got 20 odd goals. We got 80 odd last year. But I think, you know, it's not that it's a false image, but I think we've done well in spite of this, and I think we can go up several gears. So maybe teams are giving us a lot more respect. You know, there's got to be a correlation to, in terms of attacking entertainment. With, you know, I know we put 4 or something past Bournemouth, 5 or something against Sheffield United, but typically in the Champions League is where Saka and Martinelli and Trossard even and Jesus, they've all done well in the league, but that's where you really got to see collective quality, because maybe it's a thing where European teams don't, not that they don't give us the respect, but they're not doubling up on our wide men or our danger men as much as we're seeing week in, week out. So maybe it's a case of low blocks, which we need to address if that comes with the territory. Maybe it's where we're not being given as much space. Maybe we're a bit predictable. Maybe, you know, we're too probably patient in that. I like it is, you know, a team is a reflection of the manager. Our pass sequence and how we kind of flirt in and around the opponent's box. If you can't go down the left, we go down the right, etc., etc. That is needed. But maybe it's too much of a result of the training ground, and maybe our players are sticking to the script a bit too much, or maybe Mikel Arteta is sticking to the script too much. Of course, you know, I think if we signed the striker, even when they presented with half chances, they would probably bag a lot more. But I don't think necessarily signing a bagsman, the Vlahovic's, the Osmans, the Tonys, all of these guys, that fixes all of Arsenal's issues. Even if they come here and score 20 goals, the way we're playing in attacking third, if they get 20, if we play to how we could, they might even be able to get 40. A bit of an exaggeration, but you get where I'm going. I think chance creation. Now it's down to the boys to convert chances. And I wouldn't say we've got a clinical player. I think Trossard can get goals. Saka and Martinelli have got goals. We've got goals all around the team. But I wouldn't say anyone's got that certificate of being clinical. So the boys have to do that. But we need to create more. You know, we're 15th for big chances created, really, or big chances missed, and we're not creating enough. I want to see more chances, really. The more you miss, the more that we're creating. We need to do what we need to do in that regard. Ultimately, goals win games. As I said, I think in spite of this, we're ticking along in the season and doing what we need to do, but that's just something. I just don't necessarily believe signing a striker fixes all our problems, essentially, because whether it's been Kai Havertz, Eddie Nketiah, Jesus, or whoever you playing through the middle, it's not that they haven't done well or that we haven't been a threat or anything. I do think it's a bit of a tough job playing as the number 9, really. So in short, I think we just need to create more. It's as simple as that. But yeah, people, appreciative for you lot tuning in. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Check out the rest of the videos. Turn on your notification bells. Make sure you're following me on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. Information's in the description. If nothing more, make sure you're following on Twitter. And do me a favor, smash the like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Stay blessed, stay safe. One love.
There's always just that active red line defending. I think it's like